Welcome to my channel. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. I've always taken this one shortcut on my way home. It's through the cemetery, but I never thought twice about it. I mean, it was faster than going the long way around the park, and I didn't really believe in ghosts or any of that stuff. So why would I be scared? The cemetery was just a place with a lot of dead people buried under the ground, not like they're going to come out or anything, right? But man, after what happened that one night, I'm not sure what to believe anymore. I'm getting ahead of myself, though. Let me start from the beginning. It was just like any other night, late, and I was tired from work. You know how it is when you just want to get home and crash. So I decided to take the cemetery shortcut like always. I didn't even think about it. I've taken that path a million times before without anything weird happening. It was just me, the moonlight, and the headstones. Pretty peaceful, actually, if you don't think about all the bodies down there. I remember walking pretty fast, kind of zoning out, just trying to get home. The night was quiet, the kind of silence that makes your ears ring. I could hear my own footsteps echoing through the cemetery, the gravel crunching under my shoes, and every once in a while, the wind would blow through the trees, making that creepy sound leaves make when they rub against each other. It didn't bother me, though. I just kept going, not really paying attention to anything around me. I just wanted to get home, you know? Then, out of nowhere, I saw her. At first, I didn't even register what I was looking at. She was standing off to the side by one of the bigger gravestones. She had this long black and blue traditional dress on, the kind you see in old movies, flowing in the wind. Her hair was dark and messy, like she'd been out there for a while. I don't know why, but I thought she was just a regular person, like someone visiting a grave or something. But the more I looked at her, the more I realized something was wrong. Her face, I couldn't really see it at first, but there was something off about the way she stood there, not moving, not even swaying with the breeze. She was just staring at me, and I mean staring. Her eyes were locked on me, and I started to feel this weird chill crawl down my body. You ever get that feeling where you know something's wrong, but you can't figure out what it is? That's what it felt like. I tried to shake it off, tell myself I was just being paranoid. I mean, people visit cemeteries all the time, right? But there was this weird tension in the air, like the whole world was now waiting for something to happen. I kept walking, picking up my pace a bit, but I couldn't stop looking at her. She was still standing there, staring at me, and my heart started racing for no reason. Then she moved. It wasn't like a normal movement, though. 1 second she was there, standing still, and the next she was just gone. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, thinking maybe I was just tired or seeing things. But when I looked again, she was standing closer, way closer. I didn't even see her move. She was just there, like she teleported or something. That's when I really started to freak out. I don't know why, but I panicked. My legs just took over and I bolted. I ran as fast as I could, my heart pounding in my chest, my breath coming in ragged gasps. I wasn't even thinking straight anymore. All I knew was I had to get away from her. I didn't look back. I didn't want to. I could feel her behind me, though, like this heavy presence pushing down on me, making it hard to breathe. I remember running past this big old tree. I've passed it 1,000 times before, but this time something felt different. As soon as I got past it, she was there again, right in front of me. I didn't even have time to react before she opened her mouth and vomited. And I mean, not just a little bit of vomit. No, this was a gush of blood, thick and dark, like something out of a horror movie. It hit me right in the face, warm and sticky, and I felt my stomach churn. I couldn't believe what was happening. It was like time had slowed down, and all I could do was stand there, frozen, while this blood poured all over me. I wanted to scream, but nothing came out. My body was in shock. My mind was racing, trying to make sense of it all. I wiped at my face, but it just kept coming. And then, as suddenly as it started, it stopped. She was gone, just like that. 1 second she was there, vomiting blood all over me, and the next she wasn't. The cemetery was silent again, like nothing had happened. I stood there for what felt like forever, just staring at the spot where she'd been. My face was still covered in blood, and it smelled horrible. like rotten meat and death. I wanted to puke, but I couldn't. My body was too scared to do anything. Eventually, I snapped out of it and ran the rest of the way home, not stopping for anything. I just needed to get away from that place. When I got home, I ran straight to the bathroom and started washing the blood off. But no matter how much I scrubbed, the smell wouldn't go away. It clung to my skin, to my clothes, to everything. It was like it had soaked into me, and I couldn't get rid of it. I was so freaked out I didn't even eat dinner. I just went straight to bed, hoping that sleep would make me forget what happened. That's when I had the dream. In the dream, she wasn't a ghost. She was just a regular girl, sitting on a park bench, looking sad. I don't know how I knew it was her, but I did. I walked up to her and she looked up at me with these big, teary eyes. She said she was sorry. That's what she kept saying over and over again. "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought you were someone else." I didn't know what to say. I just stood there watching her cry, feeling this weird sense of relief, like everything was going to be okay. I wasn't sure if I should comfort her or not. Then I woke up. The smell was still there, faint but lingering, like a bad memory that wouldn't go away. I sat up in bed, trying to shake off the dream, but it stuck with me. The way she'd looked at me, the way she'd apologized, it felt so real. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I still can't. I don't know what she wanted or why she thought I was someone else, but ever since that night, I've avoided the cemetery. I don't take that shortcut anymore. It's not worth it. So about a month passed after that night in the cemetery, and things had been pretty normal since then. I didn't see her in my dreams anymore, and that creepy feeling started to fade away. You know how time just kind of makes things feel less real? Like the more I thought about it, the more I convinced myself that I must have imagined the whole thing. Maybe I was just super tired that night. Maybe I was stressed from work. Or maybe I'd been listening to too many spooky podcasts. Either way, it was starting to feel like some weird memory that didn't quite make sense anymore. One day, I was walking home from work again, and I found myself thinking about that shortcut through the cemetery. It had been so long since I had taken it. I always went the long way after what happened, just to avoid the chance of seeing her again. But now, standing there at the same intersection where I could either turn left toward the cemetery or keep walking straight through the park, I don't know. Something in me thought, hey, it's been a month. You're fine. It was just your imagination. So I told myself, screw it. I'll take the shortcut again. I mean, what are the chances of something weird happening twice, right? And besides, I was tired. I didn't feel like walking the extra 10 minutes through the park when I could cut through the cemetery and get home faster. It was a nice night too. Clear sky, a cool breeze. Seemed like the perfect time to stop acting like a baby about it. As I turned into the cemetery, everything felt normal. The place was quiet, the moon was out, and the trees were just swaying lightly in the breeze. No creepy vibes, no weird tension in the air like that night before. I started to relax a bit, telling myself I'd been stupid for avoiding this path for so long. It was just a cemetery after all, and honestly, I was feeling kind of proud of myself for not letting fear get the better of me. But then, as I got about halfway through, I saw something in the distance. At first, I couldn't really make it out. It was just a shape, standing there in the same spot where I'd seen her the first time. My heart dropped into my stomach. It was her. I swear it was her. She was just standing there again, wearing that black and blue traditional dress, with her hair all wild and messy. I froze, my legs refusing to move, my mind racing. For a split second, I thought maybe I was just seeing things again. Maybe my brain was playing tricks on me. But the more I stared, the more I realized that no, it wasn't my imagination this time. She was standing there, just like before, watching me. I felt that same cold chill crawl up my spine, and my heart started pounding in my chest. My breathing got all shaky, and I just knew deep down that I couldn't go any closer. I wasn't going to let her get near me again. I wasn't about to relive that nightmare. So, without thinking twice, I turned right around and started walking back the way I came. fast. I didn't care if it meant I'd be walking the long way home. I wasn't going to take any chances, not this time. My legs were shaking and my mind was spinning, but I kept walking, making sure not to look back. I didn't want to see her again. I couldn't. As soon as I got out of the cemetery, I let out this huge breath I didn't even know I was holding. My heart was still racing, but at least I felt a little safer being out of that place. I took the long route home, just like I'd been doing since that night a month ago. And honestly, I haven't set foot in that cemetery since, this time for real. Thank you for listening to this video. I'll see you in the next one.